Does this mean the honeymoon's over?
Why would you say that?
Because you just renewed your threat to turn me into the SEC.
You got me all wrong, Venus. As far as I'm concerned, this honeymoon's just starting.
And isn't it a shame that we don't have an actual bed, like in a hotel suite? And why is that? Oh, that's right. Your credit card got declined. So much for what's yours is mine.
Yeah, it looks like your new husband here is flat broke. Guess the only thing that's his is yours.
Maybe I'm more like your last husband than you realized.
How can you be broke?
Easy, I cut him off.
I'm glad you're here, John. We need to talk.
I'm here to see Tracy, not you, Grandpa.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I guess he didn't tell you. It's okay, don't feel bad. He didn't tell me either. I had to hear from Sonny.
Hear what?
The truth, after a lifetime full of lies. I'll give you the cliff notes. See, it turns out my father here is actually not my father at all. It's my grandfather.
Your what?
Grandfather. But wait, it gets better. See, my actual father is somebody that you used to know, another one of your husbands, Gino Solito. But wait, it gets even better. To round out this perfect family portrait, my mother, wait for it, was Claudia, who I spent my whole life thinking was my sister.
Back up. You're a Solito?
That's right. And I came here to tell you that I fully intend to stake my claim to the money Gino left behind.
Yes, honey, there's nothing I wouldn't do to protect my kids.
Nothing or no one, apparently.
What do you care?
What?
I mean, you're back with Kate again, and I can tell you how that's going to end.
Yeah, you don't have any idea who Kate is.
No one does. Is she Kate? Is she Connie? Is she Kate? Is she
It doesn't really
Connie?
matter, does it?
You know what? I know you. I know you, and I know your expectations in a relationship, and she will never meet them.
Oh, I guess I'm just a glutton for
A
punishment.
glutton for punishment. You know what I think?
What?
I think you just love the challenge, Sonny.
Okay, you know what? We're getting off the subject here.
Fine, then leave Johnny
My
alone.
work is done. I told Johnny the truth. How he deals with it is his problem, not your problem.
When I found out I was adopted, I felt betrayed. Like my whole life was one big lie. Then I came here and I did my worst.
By jumping in bed with your mother's husband? And now here we are, 2012, you're gonna do the same thing all over again? And you tell me that I should learn from my mistakes?
Let's not get too greedy, John.
The money Gino left behind is rightfully mine. And I don't have to marry into the family to get it either, like my grandfather.
I want to apologize for John's attitude. He and I obviously have a lot to discuss.
I got nothing to talk about with you.
Good. Then you can listen. Would you mind?
I need a drink.
You want to know what's rightfully yours? A bullet in the head. Because that's all you're going to get from the Solitos if you try to take a piece of their family pie. They've never been big on sharing.
Oh, well, lucky for me, I grew up in a family with the same values.
The difference is I happen to give a damn about you. They don't.
See, you tend to forget that Sonny still doesn't know that you shot Dante. And we both know how protective he is over his kids.
Really? Well, he wouldn't take the news about you planting drugs in his warehouse any better.
I got no reason to be scared of Sonny. You got every reason in the world.
Look, John, I'm trying to make allowances because I realize you've had a terrible shock. But keep in mind, if it wasn't for me, you'd be in a box right next to your mother, and you still could be if you're not careful.
You know what I've learned? I've learned that there's no reasoning with you because you don't listen and you never admit when you're wrong.
And here I thought that you would be happy that I didn't start a war, no blood on the streets. All I did was give Johnny some information.
I should be proud that you didn't pick up a gun. You still blew Johnny's life apart,
Anthony
Sonny.
blew Johnny's life apart. I was just a messenger.
You openly provoked Johnny and Anthony, made them that much more dangerous. But as long as you're winning, to hell with everyone else, including our kids, huh?
What's going on with the kids?
Why don't you ask Sonny? You better hope Johnny has some compassion. Because if he doesn't, there's no telling what you just unleashed on our children.
Please tell me that was Carly being overly dramatic.
Isn't that a word?
You know, somehow I just don't really find those words very reassuring. There's something going on here, so why don't you just tell me what it is right now?
Expect me to believe you got my best interests at heart?
I've been protecting you your whole life.
Claudia protected me, not you. Hell, even your wife, Maria, jumped in front of a bullet for me, your bullet.
I was out of my mind.
No, you were showing your true self. You know, my whole life, I wondered how a father could hate his kids so much he would try to wipe them out. But now it all makes sense. I was a product of Claudia, and we both know how you felt about her.
You need to think very carefully about how you use this information.
Oh, believe me, I've thought. And I got big plans for you. Congratulations on your wedding, by the way. Although I should be offering you my condolences.
Zacchara's, they're not a threat.
Carly seems to think otherwise.
Carly's exaggerating.
Not always.
Well,
Look, since you blackmailed me into being your attorney, I am now obligated to try and keep you out of prison. So why don't you tell me what you've done this time?
Okay, but first of all, it's not what I did, it's what Johnny did. Did you get a call from the cops? About the pier explosion, right?
Yeah, that you conveniently had an alibi for?
Can you make it go away?
Are you trying to make me quit?
You're not gonna quit.
Done it before?
Be happy when things got complicated.
Complicated?
Yeah.
I got pregnant with your kid. And that kid, by the way, if she's in trouble, I deserve to know about it.
I have the kids watched, you know, all the time. You know I do, so what are you talking about?
I spoke to Christina. You called earlier.
So?
Which means you're concerned about her. You're checking up on her, right?
Well, I mean, she went off to college. It's the first time she's ever been on her own. You know, is it terrible that her father wants to see how she's doing? Huh?
You know, it would be a shame, a real shame, that we went to all this trouble to get her in. You made all those threats. You pulled all those strings. It'd be a shame if it all turned out to be for nothing.
And I would do it again in a heartbeat. You know why? Because I would lay down my life for my kids.
You know what? I have to cancel my order.
Oh, no problem.
Can you tell Sean he went up to get his phone?
Sure.
Thank you. Okay.
I missed your call. Leave a message, I'll get back to you.
Hey, it's Carly. I was just checking in to see how you were doing. Give me a call and let me know if you're okay.